Hello, and welcome back to Tech Tuesday. We've been spending the last couple of weeks talking about ChatGPT, talking about using it to create classroom topics, how to create groups with iReady data, seating charts, tracking reading progress. Today, we're going to talk about how to actually use ChatGPT in order to level text. If you've used Newsela at all for any of your assignments, you've seen that Newsela can actually level text. ChatGPT can do that pretty well too. I can take something that's a little bit more challenging, copy that text, paste it into ChatGPT, say, hey, I'd like this at more of a 7th grade Lexile or 8th grade Lexile level, and ChatGPT will give me that text back. And if I want to add quotes from the article so that students are able to analyze those quotes, use them as evidence in something like a CER, I can do that as well. I recently did this with my journalism class. I saw an article that was talking about a history fair, kind of like a science fair, but for history that makes history a little bit more interactive for people who are hesitant to learn. I took this, leveled it down to a level that was a little bit more appropriate for my 7th grade students. This was written at something of an 11th grade level, had them take a look at it, answer pre and post reading questions, and then we were able to talk about it in class. Let's take a look at how to do that. I've got my article here, so I'm going to go ahead and ask ChatGPT, can you level this text? Tell me something a little bit more applicable for 7th and 8th graders, because there's a lot of good information here, but some of the vocabulary is going to be above their level. So I'm going to go ahead, just highlight everything here, copy, Control-C, paste, and it'll clean this up, take out any of the ads or things like that. And it'll actually split it into a couple of different sections. And so I can take this article, copy, paste it, put it into a Google Doc, and it'll keep the general ideas there. This history fair, which is akin to a science fair, to help students get a little bit more involved with history. It'll actually have some of the quotes as well, but it'll make it a little bit more accessible for students to read. We can still have those conversations. Why is it important to learn history? How are these students attempting to do something a little bit differently? Analyze these quotes, which are still there. And if you need to tweak it a little bit, you can actually go back in, ask ChatGPT, hey, I want to include a couple of the quotes, or could you provide a little bit more information? I could also have it do a quick opening activity if I want to do something like that. Or if I want to do this, I'm going to say, hey, let's do some opening questions and some closing questions. So we'll have an opener right here, activate some prior knowledge. Students will read through the article, and after they're done reading through that article, they'll go back, answer some of those closing questions to see maybe if their perspective has changed after taking a look at this. And if I want to go even further, I can have it do a PowerPoint presentation that I can upload into Canva or upload into Google Slides. Put some Pear Deck questions on that as well. That leveling the text is going to make it more accessible for readers and keep the basic ideas intact. Thank you for watching this edition of Tech Tuesday. If you have any questions or a future idea that you would like covered, let me know.